All right, guys, so AirPods Max. These came out in 2020, and in 2020, it felt like it was a different era, to be honest. We had the pandemic at its height, we had all kinds of chaos going on, and Apple decided to do the most Apple thing they could have done in that time, which was randomly release a pair of over-ear headphones for $550. So I wanted to do a quick unboxing and review of these and let you guys know my thoughts of owning these after 3 years. Now, this is not going to be a brand new unboxing, I just happen to really take care of my stuff, so it's going to look like I'm unboxing it for the first time, but really, I've had this box for a while. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and take this off here. And what you have when you take off the box is the case that it comes with. So let me go ahead and show you the case here. And the people are correct when they reviewed this back in 2020. It very much so looks like a purse. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of its purse here and go ahead and take these headphone covers off. And there you go. These are the headphones themselves. They are very, very heavy for a pair of over-the-ear headphones, but we'll go ahead and talk about that a little bit. But let's go ahead and see what else comes in the box here. So you have the booklet, in which I've actually never touched, opened, or read. But yeah, there it goes. It says designed by Apple in California there. And then you have the wire as well. Now, this is a Lightning to USB-C wire, and there's nothing really else. And let's go ahead and get into some talking points about this. Now, something that I hope the new AirPods Max 2 will have is a USB instead of a Lightning port, because right now we are dealing with Lightning port. And so, yeah, with the new iPhone switching over to USB-C, I hope these make the switch over to USB-C as well. Another thing that I didn't like too much is that there's no on and off button for this pair of headphones. So there is just a regular power mode and a low power mode. And here's the thing, this is how you get it into low power mode, is you have to put it in this purse-like case. That's literally the only way. And it has a little built-in detector or something that knows that you put it in the case so it can go into low power mode, but that's really it. There's really no other way to turn this thing on or off. Now, what I did want to talk about is the standby mode. Now, the standby mode is actually really, really good on these. I've actually left these out just like this, literally like sitting out like this on a table for days, actually. And it's fine, honestly. The battery percentage drop is very minuscule. Maybe it'll drop a few percent, but the standby mode is actually really, really good. That's one of my things that I did want to talk about. No on and off button as well. Now, when it comes to the ear cups here, these are magnetic, which I feel like is really great. So take them off and put them back in, which is good because it adds longevity to the headphones as well. I got a little piece of hair here. Let me just go swipe that off. It adds longevity to the headphones. I would suggest you guys would swap these out like every few years. And it's good because if you don't want to buy a new pair of headphones, you could just swap these out. Now, I do believe it's pretty expensive. On Apple's website, they're like 60 or 70 bucks or something like that. I'd rather spend 60 or 70 bucks on some new ear cups if nothing else is wrong with the headphones, aside from just like grimy ear cups, honestly. Now, let's talk about the sound quality. When it comes to the sound quality, in my opinion, these are pretty balanced when it comes to the sound quality, as opposed to something like the Sony over-ear headphones that have a little bit more bass, or like the Beats by Dre that have just a little bit more punch or a little bit more bass. These are a lot more flat sounding, so the bass is not too overwhelming. It's pretty balanced. The whole thing is actually pretty balanced. Take my word for it here, you guys. The sound quality is really, really, really good. It's not studio grade, and honestly, it's not $550 worth, but I do think that they are excellent. Now, here's another thing I wanted to talk about, the weight of these. And here's the thing, I feel like Apple made the executive decision to be like, hey, looking really good and having really high build quality and using the best materials at the expense of having these be a little bit heavier? Is that what we're gonna do? And everybody, I guess, in the boardroom was like, yeah, I think that's what we should do. So at the expense of comfort, they added the highest quality materials. Now, they tried to make it in a way because of using the mesh headband and the ear cups. They tried to make it as light feeling as possible, but I feel like they missed the mark just a little bit because for me, I have like a smallish head, right? And when I wear these, you can feel them on your head. I don't wear these for extended periods of time. Maybe like an hour or an hour and a half. Maybe if I'm in like a Zoom meeting for like an hour and a half or something, that's pretty much my cutoff point. But once these get 2-3 hour territory on my head, I really start noticing it, especially when you're moving your head like left and right, you can feel the weight shift. So that's something that I did want to touch on. If weight is something that matters to you, like for example, I don't know how people wear these to the gym. And I've seen some people actually wear these to the gym. I don't know how. These are just too heavy for the gym or for outside walking, but that's just my personal opinion. Also, when it comes to the mesh upper band, like I said, I've had these earphones for almost 3 years now. And the mesh upper band here, I didn't think it was gonna last, to be honest. I thought these things were gonna rip. But if you look at it, these things are brand new. But then again, I'm really gentle with my stuff and I really take care of my stuff. And I mean, I would hope so, right? If you're paying $550, I would hope you're not just throwing around a pair of headphones like these all willy-nilly. I would hope it would prompt you to take better care of your stuff in the long run. So just for me, in my personal opinion, I'm here to say, if you take care of your stuff, then this mesh part is something that I wouldn't worry about. All right. And when it comes to the head adjustment too, and I feel like this is a testament to the build quality, super smooth, super well handled here. There's no clicking, like click, 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 like that with like old traditional headphones. It's really smooth. So it fits multiple head sizes when it comes to the adjustment. But also, I wanted to talk about the look and feel. I already talked about the feel, but mainly the look. I have a small head. I'm just going to let you guys know, I'm going to preface this ahead of time before you make a decision. These look like airline pilot headphones. I'm just going to be straight up. And not only that, if you have a small head, these are going to look absolutely ridiculous on you. I have a smallish head and I get clowned. I literally get clowned every single time I wear these by my girlfriend. So if you have a small head, just be prepared for what you're in for. If I notice like people have like a normal sized head or like a bigger sized head, it kind of looks a little bit more normal. But I think this is just something that people are going to have to get used to. Maybe the AirPods 2 will have a little bit smaller form factor or maybe a sizing for kids. I feel like I'd probably buy the kid size, to be honest. Warning you guys ahead of time. If you have a small head, these look ridiculous. I'm just going to let you know that. And when it comes to the build quality is top notch. I'd give the build quality alone like a 10 out of 10. When it comes to price though, I think a lot of the price that is really put into these headphones, number one, the price is a little bit too expensive in my eyes at $550. The good thing is, fast forward 3 years later, if you go to Amazon, they're $450. So $100 off. I still personally think that that's too expensive. I think these should have been $399 or $400. I feel like that would have been a justified price. And even at $400, I still think Apple would have been pushing it. So I totally understand the upset and the backlash for people saying $550 is just freaking ridiculous, which I get, you know? And when it comes to the noise canceling, by the way, which is the last thing I'm going to talk about. So if you have a pair of AirPods Pro or AirPods Pro 2, the noise canceling is pretty similar, which is really good. It cancels out pretty much everything: airplane noise, air conditioning noise, somebody washing the dishes, crying children to a certain extent. So yeah, now would I get these in 2023? Are these worth it? For $450 on Amazon, I still think it's pushing it a little bit, but yes, at that price, I feel like it's okay to recommend these. I'd feel bad recommending these at $550, but $450, I feel a little bit more okay. If you're still in the market for these, or AirPods Max 2 don't end up coming out this year, or maybe they do, and then these take a price dip, and if you're still interested in these are still an excellent pair of headphones. I don't plan on upgrading, honestly, if the new one comes out, because I'm really happy with these, and I feel like I'm going to have these for another, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years, to be honest. I don't see myself using another pair for a while, and I don't see any reason to, because when you invest this much money into it, you want these to hang around for a while, all right? But yeah, I hope I helped you guys make your buying decision. Oh, and one more thing. I ended up getting these carbon fiber covers from Monocarbon just to add a little bit of personality to them. You kind of just, oh, I think this one sticks onto this side here. You kind of just stick it on like that, and then you stick this one on like this, and now they end up looking like carbon fiber airline pilot headphones. And yeah, just a little, to stick you out from the crowd a little bit. I'll go ahead and throw these in the description. I'll throw the link for the AirPods in the description too. But yeah, I hope this helped you guys, all right? If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys again for the next one, all right? Take care of yourselves. See you later.